There, is that good?
There, is that
Oh,
good?
that did it! How is nobody... I've been on the air now for... I've been on the air for an hour and 38 minutes. There's been 20 people that have watched this, and nobody has told me. Nobody has told me. So thank you. My goodness. Oh, my. Well, I wonder now if I was muted the last couple of streams I've done now, because those were my Bluetooth headphones I was plugged into, and of course that has a microphone with it, so of course it wasn't going to be picking up my sound. But yeah, hang on, that has me curious now on my streams from the last couple of nights, if whether or not, well, at least because we did one last night and then we did one last Saturday, so let's see. I'm really nervous to
did one last Saturday, so let's see.
Oh, okay, no, we're good. Last night, we had the classic ABC bumper there. Okay, I think it was just tonight, but God. Wow, so anyway, if you haven't been paying attention this whole entire time, because this stream has been muting, since the stream has been muted, we're just going to go through well, if you haven't been watching the game so far, let's just go through it all right now. Anyway, we'll start off right from the top in the first period. It only took 2 minutes and 31 seconds for this game to really get going. Corey Perry scored from Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Yeah, and then at the 7:09 mark, Matthias Janmark scored from Victor Arvidsson and Jake Wallman. And then at that point, Jake Ottinger got pulled. And then at the 8:07 mark, Jeff Skinner scored from Adam Henrique and Trent Frederick at 8:07, just 59 seconds later. And then Jason Robertson scored at 11:40 from Wyatt Johnston. So it was 3-1 at the end of one. And then in the second period, Dallas they made things closer. At 12:27, Rupe Hintz scored on the power play from Wyatt Johnston and Thomas Harley. That made it a 3-2 game. And then, of course, the greatest player in the world, Connor McDavid, scored on a breakaway shot. That made it a 4-2 game at the 14:28 mark. So, yeah. Boy, oh boy. No, I'm not a Kraken fan. It was just a shirt that was gifted to me for Christmas. So, obviously I wasn't just gonna, not wear it since it was a gift. But, yeah, no. I am a Kings and I am an Oilers fan a little bit, just because those were my parents' favorite teams. They're in heaven now. Rest in peace. But, yeah, so I cheer for them, which is why I'm loving what's going on here today. No, I'm kidding, obviously. When you're a broadcaster, you kind of have to put your biases aside, but yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at everything else going on in the sports world right now. NBA scores right now, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Right now, the Knicks, they need a win to stay alive, and they're leading 88-71 with 35.5 seconds left to go in the third quarter. If they win tonight, of course, Game 6 will be Saturday night at the Pacers, which we might be covering, we might not be covering. We'll see. But, yeah, MLB scores right now. At the end of 5 innings, the Rays lead the Astros 3-2. Tied up at 0 in the top of the second. Or the Nationals are at the Mariners, tied up at 0 in the top of the second. There we go. Sorry. Anyway, Blue Jays beat the A's 12-0 earlier today. An 8-inning second, that makes sense, so. And then both doubleheaders the one doubleheader between the Phillies and the Braves. The Phillies beat the Braves 5-4 in the first game, and then the Braves beat the Phillies 9-3 in the second game. American Association action. Right now, Milwaukee leads Chicago 8-7. Bottom of the 9th inning, Winnipeg is at Kane County, tied up at 0. Bottom of the 7th inning, Cleburne leads Sioux Falls 13-2. The X's lead the Monarchs 4-3 in the top of the 8th and in the bottom of the 7th. Gary leads Fargo 7-2. So, that's all we got for the intermission. We don't have any kind of news or anything like that like normally we do, so we're just going to turn back on Danny Vaughn. Right now it's the top of the 8th inning. And now we lead 5-3. We just extended the lead.
Shumpert up the chimney there. He just popped that thing up the chute there, and Vuletic has got to race back. Sandoval couldn't find it.
Oh, I guess not,
did,
because
so now Jake Meyer
it was too close to home. But
is the batter, but that's a huge out right there. It's a double play ball, and you have a double play candidate here.
Probably smart, but hey, we still have a 4-3 lead, so.
He's trying to put one in the outfield, and he's popped it up the chute. Corners the one down. Meyer takes it low 1-0. Fly ball will get you a run home, I would think.
It probably will.
Vuletic was moving on that last offering for Shumpert.
Dun, 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 dun.
First. 1-0. That's up and in. Look out, 2-0. Meyer will tumble out of the box and go catch his footing on that fake turf and step back in the dirt. Look out. Yeah, the replay. Look out. Look out. Whisker action there, right? 2 balls, no strikes. Good count for Meyer. Swinging a foul.
Okay, I guess I do have something to say because there's this random guy that's been commenting random questions about some news anchors and God knows where. But, yeah. If he's watching, all I gotta say is, I don't know.
Situational baseball.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
There goes Vuletic. Inside. No throw to second base. He's got a stolen base. Inside missing there. So now second and third. And a good count for Meyer. And quickly Leach comes out to chat with Pridgeon now.
Anyway, well, after we opened up that bombshell, I really don't know what to say after that.
The Ronald McDonald House Charities of Siouxland. That's 2 in the ball game.
Good organization, I must say.
This is trailing Lake Country came in with 40 in the lead. The X's with 31, now 32, 33. Sioux City 4th in the association coming in tonight. Monarchs infield drawn in. 3 balls a strike. Top of the card weights on deck. Second and third they stand. There's the pitch. Check it. Did he go around? He did not. Ball 4. He walked it. On a fastball up around the shoulders. Meyer,
but hey, it benefited us, so.
Replay.
Let's see. I think he swung. I think we got away with that one. But
free transportation now.
Hey, well, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Back. Austin Davis, a big-time chance to put this thing a little easier in your mind, right? It just could be.
Maybe away even. A base hit will probably score 2. So I mean.
Back of the black Sioux City jersey. Infield drawn in for Kansas City. 1 down. Bases juiced.
Bases juiced.
Pitch. Just inside 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes.
All right. Well, after all that fun, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be back, though. We'll have the 3rd period right after this. Don't go anywhere.
If you've been trying to lose weight and have one of these insurance plans, you could work with a nutritionist for free with your health plan. Seeing a nutritionist can cost up to $150 per session without insurance. But when you book through Faye, you're likely to pay closer to $10. In fact, for most people, sessions are free with insurance. I found a nutritionist who specializes in perimenopause, and she's helped me hack back into the weight loss process and actually start seeing results. Working with Faye changed my life. It could for you too.
If you've ever worried about identity theft, it's time you got to know LifeLock.
I'm Todd Davis, and I'm here to prove just how safe your identity can be with LifeLock. That's my real social security number.
Is he serious?
You're nuts, man.
Can you believe that?
Leading the way in identity theft prevention, LifeLock helps keep your personal information safe, even in the wrong hands.
This is crazy.
If anything happens for any reason while you're a client of LifeLock, we will cover all losses and all expenses up to $1 million.
$1 million. You're going to protect me for $1 million?
So call now or go online. Guarantee your good name today.
Someone steals my identity. He goes into an RV dealership to buy this $82,000 RV using my name, my credit. Well, he didn't know that I had signed up for LifeLock. I get a telephone call, he gets arrested, end of story.
We aim to stop identity theft before it happens. And I can show you how to guarantee
Security, peace of mind, protection. That's what we all want. That's what LifeLock provides.
every 3 seconds an identity is stolen. We're here to make sure it doesn't happen to you.
LifeLock really does work.
Call now or visit our website to guarantee your good name. You'll also see a huge reduction in junk mail and pre-approved credit offers.
Okay, no junk mail, sign me up.
Protect yourself, your family, and all you've worked for. Guarantee your good name now.
I signed up.
I'm locking it.
My good name is safe.
With LifeLock on your site, you can stop looking over your shoulder because we've got your back. Call now or go online. Get peace of mind. LifeLock guarantees your good name.
Ooh.
There's one person nobody can resist, and that's a baby. So love made Baby Soft with the innocent scent of a cuddly, clean baby that grew up very sexy, informing bath, body lotion, body powder, and body mist. So innocent it may well be the sexiest fragrance around. Loves Baby Soft because innocence is sexier than you think. For your baby at Christmas.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest. But every year we start forest fires. A careless match, a cigarette, and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Like most actors, my real job is saving the world. Start with plain water, add bubbles, mix in the perfect flavor. Look, soda that's better for you and all of us. Less sugar, less bottles. If only I could make this message go viral.
You doing it, Scarlett. Yeah, you doing it. Changing the world, one sip at a time.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh yeah, she done it. Soda's tree.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's great that you can officially hear me now, because I did all that screaming and yelling for nothing. Basically, the first 40 minutes of this game. We head into the second period. Edmonton leads by a score of 4-2. Dallas, they are not out of this game just yet. For sure. In fact, Dallas, they've got 4 comeback wins in the third period just this postseason. So this is anybody's game. Shots 18-13, though, in favor of Edmonton. Of course, that doesn't tell the whole story, but yeah, safe to say, Dallas, they need to step it up this period.
You'll afford anything here because one swing and you're in trouble.
I gotta adjust my earpiece. Hang on.
For the ball 2-0. And again, we've got a lot of young guys down there in that pit, too. And
here we go. We are ready for period number 3. Dallas, good luck. Here's Thomas Harley with it. Harley now. Jason Robertson will flip one down into the corner there. Rantanen covered up there by Stuart Skinner.
You get the single, they're at the corners. And the playbook's wide open there, right? 2-1. Swinging a wave, 2-2. By the way, you folks on Discord tonight, Robbie is on the good side.
Dun, 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 dun. Face-offs won. Puck will be sent all the way out towards center ice. Boy, the live money line right now has Edmonton at minus 1,800 while Dallas is up plus 900. I don't get betting. That'll probably be the only time you'll ever hear me mention anything about betting, but safe to say Vegas isn't too confident that Dallas is going to come back. Here's Mikko Rantanen with it out towards center ice. Rantanen. Pass on across. Jason Robertson. Shot scores! Jason Robertson! Dallas back within one. Boy, oh boy.
We don't want him on base at all. Balls to strikes. Ground ball to second. Shumpert's there. Scoops, throws, and plenty of time out number one. That was right at Nick.
My goodness, for Jason Robertson, his second of the night, his fourth of the postseason. I mean, it can't just be him for Dallas. Scored 4 out of the last 5 Dallas Star goals. My goodness, puck is in a scramble for. Here's Esa Lindell with it. Mason Marchment pass across Cody Ceci with it. Ceci shot save made by Stuart Skinner.
Strike 1-1. Yeah, it's Jared Weatherby gets the tip of the cap today. Brought to you by CapX. CapX, the official hat provider of the American Association. Check their headwear innovation lab out at capxlab.com. Jared Weatherby, tip of the cap to Jared Weatherby. 1-1 is Hideaway 1-1.
Here we go. Well, Johnston false start at the draw. Face-offs won. Here's Heiskanen with it. Feeds it off Thomas Harley. Back for Miro Heiskanen. Back behind the net. And a scramble for. Puck's picked up there by Brett Kulak. Kulak tipped all the way into the hands of Casey DeSmith. Here's Miro Heiskanen back behind the net. Heiskanen off the boards there now for Wyatt Johnston. Wyatt Johnston out towards center ice. Puck will roll into the corner there for Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen in a scramble for. Rantanen right out there in front, cannot connect with anybody. Here's Thomas Harley with it. Harley down there in the corner. Harley mishandled there by Darnell Nurse. Picked up by Rantanen behind the net right out there in front. Here's Johnston, spins around a defender, but a nice block here by Arvidsson, and here he comes back the other way. Victor Arvidsson takes a shot, went off the skate of Miro Heiskanen. Now it's Arvidsson with it back behind the net. Here's Klingberg with it now. Klingberg mishandled there by Thomas Harley. Harley out towards center ice. Picked up there for John Klingberg. Now there for Jeff Skinner. Skinner with it. Back behind the net. There now for Leon Bischel. Bischel. Now Klingberg pass across. There's Wallman with it. Down, he's struggling down there in the corner. Here's Mikhail Granlund with it now towards center. Mikhail Granlund with it. Puck will roll off the boards back behind the net. Here's Petrovic. Shot from the point was blocked there in front. Rupe Hintz with it. Hintz pass across down there in the corner. Marchment. Mikhail Granlund. Shot got blocked there in front. Puck will roll into the corner. Petrovic. Now Klingberg back for Petrovic. Frederick with it. Scramble for there at center. Here's Mikhail Granlund trying to break free, but Edmonton's just too darn good. No, I'm kidding. kidding. Esa Lindell with it back behind the net. Wallman will handle this one. First 3 minutes have gone here in this third period. Wallman out towards center ice. Picked up Leon Draisaitl. Nice pass across Evander Kane. Oh, on angle shot, it's in! Oh, that took a funny bounce and it went in the net. My goodness, it's 5-3. Holy smokes. We got to see this replay because I'm not even sure how that went in. I mean, Kane. Essa Lindell. No. Oh my goodness. And Evander Kane has got his second goal of the game. Wow. Boy, every time Dallas has tried to come back in this game, Edmonton just spoils it. Oh my. Funny how, things happen sometimes, Anyway. Here's Heiskanen with it out towards the blue line. Heiskanen. Block there in front. Here's Lindell, a shot. Save made. Stewart Skinner rebound. Just went wide. Here's McDavid with it. Out towards center ice. Nugent Hopkins. Now Jamie Benn will handle it here for Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen out towards center ice. Heiskanen throws it back in behind the net of Stewart Skinner. Kept in here, Sagan. Sagan down there in the corner. Sagan, Bouchard's in his way. Harley out towards the blue line. Harley's shot got blocked. Here's Nugent Hopkins with it off the boards. Back out towards center ice. Draisaitl with it down there in the corner, battling with Harley. Thomas Harley, now Evander Kane joins the party. There's Evander Kane with it back behind the net. Thomas Harley with it now. Evander Kane. 11 points in the postseason. That's the third most by a player who missed the regular season. Offsides is called.
The opener that came off the bat of Leach, who gave them a lead 1-0. All the run they needed on the opener. Oh boy. Line to the left makes it. Broken bat single and Bonifacio aboard.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that. Ooh. Face off will come to the right. Here of DeSmith. Johnston will take the draw with Adam Henrique. Finally, they drop it. There's a shot got blocked there in front. Now taken by Henrique. Henrique on back there for Brett Kulak behind the net there for Adam Henrique. Henrique down there in the corner. Henrique back behind the net. Frederick was there, so was Wyatt Johnston. Michel tried to clear it out, but it's not. Here's Frederick with it. Back there for Jeff Skinner. Takes a shot, got blocked. Now taken there by Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen out towards center ice. Now Wyatt Johnston's there. Rantanen picked up there by Essa Lindell. On over there for Wyatt Johnston. Down there in the corner. Wyatt Johnston. Shot went right through the crease. Rantanen with it. Back behind the net. Rantanen. Mishandled there by Wyatt Johnston. It'll roll off the boards towards center ice. Jason Robertson will take this one. He scored 4 of the last 5 Dallas's goals going all the way back to game 3. Janmark with it. Spins around a defender. Matthias Janmark with it. Up the right side. Janmark holds onto it. Now will finally fire it back behind the net. Essa Lindell is there, and here he comes towards center ice. Lindell picked up there for Jamie Benn. Essa Lindell, a shot save made by Stewart Skinner. 13:50 left to go here in this third period. Edmonton up 5-3. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Like most actors, my real job is saving the world. Start with plain water, add bubbles, mix in the perfect flavor. Look, soda that's better for you and all of us. Less sugar, less bottles. If only I could make this message go viral.
You doing it, Scarlett. Yeah, you doing it. Changing the world, one sip at a time.
Sorry, Coke and Pepsi.
Oh yeah, she done it. Soda's treat.
Airborne, created by a teacher who was sick of catching colds in class, at drugstores everywhere.
I've been trying to configure this field for an hour, but this CRM sucks. Maybe it's time to stand up to these slow, archaic CRMs. We deserve a CRM that doesn't take forever to create a report. We need a CRM we won't hate, and that will actually help us work faster. And should we find such a CRM, our work will be known as efficient, faster, and better.
Dan, why don't you just switch to Monday CRM? My team uses it, is doing everything way faster, from creating real-time dashboards to sending mass emails, creating quotes and invoices, and building custom pipelines. You name it. Just start with the free trial to see how you can speed up your sales cycle with Monday CRM.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we'll continue on here. Boy, bottom of the 8th inning. X's. Come on, man. Here we go. Face-off will come to the right of Stuart Skinner. Rupe Hintz will take the draw with, I want to say, that was McDavid, but here's Harley with it there for Kyle Granlund. Puck will roll into the corner there for Matt Duchene. Duchene off the boards, back behind the net. There now for Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm out towards center ice, picked up there by Thomas Harley. Harley feeds it back behind the net there of Stuart Skinner. Matthias Ekholm with it now in a scramble for Nugent Hopkins out towards center. There's a shot, got blocked there. Here's Nugent Hopkins. Blockered away by DeSmith. Heiskanen will feed it back behind the net there of Thomas Harley. Harley now off for Miro Heiskanen. There now for Thomas Harley. Harley into the hands there of Blackwell. Puck will be sent all the way out towards center. Into the hands there of Esa Lindell. Lindell on over there to Thomas Harley. Harley out towards center ice. Colin Blackwell after it. Sam Steele tries to roll around a defender. Kulak now. Draisaitl will take this one. Out towards center ice. Taken there by Darnell Nurse. Nurse will feed one back down into the corner. Back behind the net there of Cody Ceci. Esa Lindell will take this one. Lindell there for Sam Steele. Towards the left side. Now taken there by John Klingberg, the former Dallas Star. Puck will be thrown down into the corner there by Cody Ceci. Now taken there, Tyler Seguin with it. Seguin sent back in, though, by Trent Frederick behind the net of DeSmith. Taken there by Esa Lindell. Lindell back behind the net there. Now Trent Frederick feeds it back the other way. Lindell with it behind the net in the corner. Lindell could not be handled there by Seguin. Now Wallman feeds one off the boards. There Liam Bischel intercepted. Here's Klingberg with it. We'll dump on down into the corner, back behind the net. And a scramble for, here's Petrovic with it now. Petrovic into the hands there of Tyler Seguin. Seguin on out there for Liam Bischel. Out towards center. Uh-oh. I think Edmonton was expecting a whistle there, and then they all just stopped. But anyway, here's Mikko Rantanen with it. Rantanen into the hands of Connor McDavid. McDavid back behind the net there for Matthias Ekholm. There now, Heiskanen will keep one in. Ekholm now, Rantanen with it. Pass out there in front. Robertson down there in the corner. And a scramble for Wyatt Johnston takes that one right out there in front for Thomas Harley in the corner. Back behind the net, Bouchard is there. Here's McDavid with it. McDavid right out there in front there for Corey Perry. Perry banked out towards center ice. It'll roll down into the corner. And that will be an icing. Oh, well, there you go. X is on base here on a hit by pitch. Now they're up 4-3 in the top of the 9th inning right now. So that game will probably, we probably won't be on the air as late as we were last night. Probably 15 minutes earlier off, which that means it'd be a 11:15 about. So 3 hours right on.
He's down by the hand, and here comes Bruce Fishbach out. See his family here yesterday.
Face-offs one. Puck will roll out towards center ice there for Thomas Harley. Harley there now for Miro Heiskanen. Back behind the net there. Corey Perry will take this one. Miro Heiskanen now with it. Once again, Heiskanen rolls around a couple of defenders. He'll dump it back in behind the net there. Brett Kulak was there. Puck sent off the boards there now for Puck Colson. Brett Kulak will take this one back behind the net. Kulak out towards center ice there for Thomas Harley with it. Harley, now puck is cleared out towards center ice. And DeSmith will cover it up. Well, just about halfway through this third period. Boy, Dallas, time is going to start becoming a factor here sooner rather than later. It's okay, Danny Vaughn.
Out of here, grab my shopping bags. Yeah, I meant to tell the story today at the post-game interview last night.
Face off will come to the left of DeSmith. Right off the draw, DeSmith has to make a save. And then it comes out towards center there for Marchment. Marchment picked up there for Sagan. Here's Sagan. Back behind that there, Stuart Skinner. Here's Duchesne with it now. Duchesne back behind the net there. Kulak around the boards. Out towards center ice. Picked up there by Petrovic. Petrovic there now for Liam Bischel. Out there for Tyler Sagan. Sagan down there in the corner there for Mason Marchment. There's Tyler Sagan with it. Sagan out towards center ice. Liam Bischel with it. Bischel in the circle. Bischel feeds it on off there for Wyatt Johnston. Spins around a defender. Down there in the corner. Jason Robertson now with it. Wyatt Johnston, he gets tripped up there. Dallas trying to get it in front here. Jason Robertson. Edmonton just too good at defense. Puck will roll off the glass down there into the corner there. Cody Ceci with it in a scramble for. Picked up there by Klingberg on a cross. Stolen by Wyatt Johnston out towards center there now. Here's Lindell with it. Lindell, nice moves there for Wyatt Johnston. In the corner, tipped around there in front. It's loose. It'll roll into the corner. There now for Rantanen. Rantanen out towards the blue line there for Cody Ceci. Ceci sent back down into the corner there for Jake Wallman. Wallman will handle this one. Wallman out towards center ice there for Bouchard. Here's Corey Perry back for Bouchard. Bouchard in the corner, tipped out there in front. It rolls into the corner there for Mikhail Granlund up the left side. Mikhail Granlund back down into the corner, back behind the net. Stuart Skinner will play. Almost misplays it. Now here's Corey Perry with it up the left side. Perry, nice moves. Nice bounce back there. McDavid down there in the corner. Back down there in the corner for Duchesne. Duchesne on out towards center ice. Mikhail Granlund breaks free. Granlund back behind the net. Steal, a little tip. Heiskanen on Thomas Harley. Shot got deflected wide down there in the corner. Janmark now. Corey Perry tipped out towards center ice. Thomas Harley will take this one. Boy, Dallas, 3 shot attempts in the last 8 minutes. Crazy. Podkolzin with it will swing it down into the corner. There, Victor Arvidsson behind the net, and a scramble for Bischel and Arvidsson going after each other. And the puck. Boy, oh boy. They're having trouble getting it out of there. Now it breaks free. Thomas Harley on now for Sam Steele. For Blackwell. In the corner. Darnell Nurse was there. So was Leon Draisaitl. And a scramble for Draisaitl. Now Steele on back. Petrovic shot save made by Stuart Skinner. 6:46 left to go here in this third period. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
When your life's calling becomes your livelihood, agents who are realtors are here for it. Here with market expertise, we put to work for you. Here for it all, because that's who we are.
next door, and I was wondering, could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Diet Pepsi? Sure. Come in. Don't move. How about something else?
No, that's okay. Listen, if you don't have a Diet Pepsi...
No, I got it. Chasing down a dream. Turning on my engine. Detection screen. I'm spinning dark for days. I'm out on the edge.
Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Chasing down a dream tonight.
You okay in there?
Here's a Diet Pepsi.
That must be my roommate, Danny.
Danny?
Hi, I'm Danielle. You got another Diet Pepsi?
Sure.
Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Crap. Hang on. Okay. There we go. No! Oh my goodness.
Martial arts school owner or manager.
Technical difficulties here.
To run your business.
That's why I need an assistant with me so that I keep track of this crap. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Alrighty, here we go. 6:46 left to go here in this third period. Edmonton up 5-3 here. Still, we'll see. Faceoff will come to the left of Stuart Skinner. Faceoff's won by Johnston. Here's Miro Heiskanen out towards the blue line. Fanned on the shot. And now here comes the Oilers back 3-on-1. Now a 2-on-1. Frederick with it, now picked up there by Thomas Harley down there in the corner. Harley back behind the net. There now for Trent Frederick. Frederick off the boards. There, Klingberg pass across. Puck will roll back behind the net there for Miro Heiskanen around the boards. There now for Klingberg. Robertson feeds it on off there for Heiskanen. Heiskanen there for Robertson. Jason Robertson up the left side. Nice moves, cannot be controlled though. Johnston out towards center. Picked up there by Rantanen. Rantanen towards center. Rantanen feeds it on over there to Cody Ceci. Ceci feeds it back behind the net. Out there for Lindell. Lindell. Puck will roll down into the corner there for Ekholm. Ekholm on over there for Lindell. Lindell, a shot got blocked there in front of the goal. Now McDavid with it. McDavid down there in the corner. Here's Cody Ceci with it now. Ceci feeds it on over there to Essa Lindell. Lindell feeds one back behind the net. Duchesne battles for it down there in the corner. Back behind the net of Sagan. Now Janmark. Here's Lindell with it out towards center. Lindell feeds it on over there to Cody Ceci. Ceci. Back there for Connor McDavid. Nice moves. Here comes Jamie Benn. He gets tripped up there. That was kind of a questionable call, but no, not to even call it. But here's Petrovic with it back behind the net. Petrovic out towards center ice. Here's Bischel with it. Flip down into the corner. Bischel back down in the corner there for Draisaitl. There now Rupe Hintz with it. Out towards center ice there for Petrovic. Petrovic towards center. Bischel with it now. Bischel feeds one out there for Thomas Harley. Harley off the boards there for Wyatt Johnston. Down there in the corner.
2-2. Just away, not by much. 3-2.
4 minutes left to go here in this third period. And maybe for the end of the season for Dallas. Although it's not over till it's over, I'll tell you that much.
Lost him there. Now the winning run will bat in the form of Jalen Ortiz.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Showing a pitch run here. Well, they don't know how anybody pitch. I don't know their numbers, so I can look at their numbers quickly here.
Puck will roll back into the corner here. The Smith won't play it. Puck will roll back into the corner. There now for Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen feeds it on over there to Essa Lindell. Lindell off the boards there for Tyler Sagan. Off the boards, that will be an icing. 3:14 left to go here in this third period. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
When are you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too, baby.
Spend less time cleaning tough dirt. Vim Cream cleans the tough stuff easy.
As Nintendo begins to take on new forms, it's important that we can measure how addictive they truly are.
The new Game Boy Micro. Extremely portable. Extremely stylish.
Welcome back, everybody. Sioux City, they've got 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning, and safe to say they got the winning run on the plate. Oh, shoot, it's an empty net. Picked up here by Rupe Hintz. 2:12 left to go here in this third period. Puck picked up here by Mikhail Granlund. There now for Thomas Harley. Harley feeds one off the boards. Picked up there in the corner there by Darnell Nurse. Mishandled there by McDavid. Back down into the corner there, Wyatt Johnston behind the net. Sorry, we completely fumbled that, and that'll be out of bounds.
Delivers those. And to try to notch a forced save here. Runner first, winning run at the plate in the 9th inning.
1:54 left to go here in this third period. Uh-oh.
Water will race for third now. They'll hit the corners. Actually, he fell down. They got a run down between.
Uh-oh, that's the end of the game.
Running back, and the game will be over. You can notch this with a.
Oh, my. Wow. Okay, anyway. Back to the real stuff. Here's Heads with it down there in the corner in a scramble for empty net at the other end. Pass on across. Could not connect with Frederick. Now here's Rantanen with it out towards the blue line. Robertson will keep it in. Back behind the net there of Stuart Skinner. There's Bouchard with it off the boards. And that will be an icing with 1:33 left to go. Coming up on the post-game show, we'll have some scores from across the country. And we'll have our game of the night and our song of the night. That's all coming up. Okay. There we go. Well, false start on the draw, so that's just great. Boy, they're having a hard time on the face-off. Leon Draisaitl, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten kicked out yet. Face-off's won. Puck will roll into the corner there for Bouchard. Into the corner there for Adam Henrique. I keep on wanting to call him Callie Yarncrow for some reason. I mean, that is an NHL player. But here comes Draisaitl. He's got an empty net. Pass across. Could not connect with Frederick. But Frederick has it down there in the corner with 1:13 left to go. Now in a scramble for. Puck breaks free. Taken there by Henrique. And, ooh, that one just deflected wide. Here's Rantanen with it. Out towards center. 1 minute left to go here. Uh-oh, a turnover. And Henrique deflected wide. No icing. Here's Heiskanen with it. Down there in the corner. Heiskanen. Out towards center there for Mikhail Granlund. He'll whip it back behind the net there of Stuart Skinner. Duchesne with it there now for Mikhail Granlund. Pass out there in front. Taken there, Janmark behind the net. Janmark, 32 seconds left to go. Robertson now with it. Robertson back behind the net there for Rantanen. Picked up there for Janmark. He'll fire it out towards center ice there for Jason Robertson. Matt Duchesne with it. 20 seconds left to go. It rolls out of play. Well, we will have, well, I guess I already told you what we're going to have on our post-game show. Here we go. Face-offs won. Here's Harley with it. Harley feeds it on off. Robertson dumps one down into the corner. 13 seconds left to go. Puck's cleared down ice, and it's into an empty net. With 10.8 seconds left, and that'll seal the deal. Kasperi Kapanen with that one, according to Ray Ferraro. He is third of the postseason. And there goes everybody towards the exits. Face-offs won. Dallas will just hang on to it, and that is going to do it. The Edmonton Oilers are off to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second straight year. 6-3 the final. My goodness. Dallas, what a season. And boy, we have got a Stanley Cup Final rematch from last season. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Well, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go away.
A whole new way to look at Pepsi and Diet Pepsi.
It's beautiful.
We got a call?
It's my husband.
What happened?
We were in the pro shop. He and Bob were discussing global warming, and
He's got his head up his ass.
not the first time.
Are you all right in there?
Who said that?
Now, who's Bob?
My husband. Over there.
Next time your husbands don't have a clue, make sure they text KGB first. Always know what you're talking about. Text your questions to 542-542.
It's in the hole.
If you're wondering,
Is this really the best price on Kodak film?
you're not at Walmart. At Walmart, a 24-exposure roll of Kodak 135 print film is just $2.68 every day. And you'll always find low prices, real savings on the items you want. That's our promise and our commitment to you. That's why Walmart continues to roll back prices whenever we can. Maxell audio tape, a 2-pack was $4.47. Now it's rolled back to just $3.67 every day.
I'm going to Walmart.
That's the Walmart way.
two sides to GoDaddy. There's the sexy side represented by Bar Raffaelli, and the smart side that creates a killer website for your small business represented by Walter. Together, they're perfect. Get your domain and website at GoDaddy.com.
So today we're going to be visiting Miriam and Ruth. Ruth is 68. She has a diagnosis of dementia. Her daughter Miriam is the caregiver.
Caring for someone with dementia is challenging. They're going to lose the ability of doing stuff on their own. But you're there for them to help them out, to shower them, to change their clothes if they've had an accident.
Oftentimes caregivers can be overwhelmed. We're here to support them and try to make life easier for them as best we can.
I'm blessed because Carefoot have allowed me to keep my mom at home where she wants to. I can get the supplies I need. I can get the help I need. She takes good care of me. It's a relief because I'm not alone. Carefoot is everything. I like that a lot.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, let's take a look at some scores from across the country here tonight. Well, a recap of that third period. Dallas, they tried inching closer, just 38 seconds in. Jason Robertson scored from Mikko Rantanen and Thomas Harley. That made it a 4-3 game. And then at the 3:21 mark, Evander Kane made it a 5-3 game from Leon Draisaitl and Jake Wallman. And then Kasperi Kapanen, the empty netter, at 19:49 to seal the deal. Shots that period, Edmonton 5 for a game total of 23, and Dallas 4 for a total of 17. NBA scores, well, the Knicks were able to force a Game 6 with the 111-94 win versus Indiana. Game 6 is Saturday night. We probably will have that here on RVN, so make sure you join us for that. MLB scores from across the country right now. Top of the 8th inning, the Rays lead the Astros 8-3. Top of the 6th inning, tied up at 0. The Nationals are at the Mariners. The Blue Jays beat the A's 12-0. Phillies in Game 1 of the doubleheader beat the Braves 5-4, and then the Braves beat the Phillies 9-3 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. American Association scores, bottom of the 8th inning. Chicago leads Milwaukee 11-8. Kane County beat Winnipeg in 10 innings 2-1. Cleburne beat Sioux Falls 13-5. Sioux City beat Kansas City 4-3. Right now, top of the 9th inning, Gary leads Fargo 9-4. Standings wise, Sioux City, they're inching closer to the top of the Western Conference, and hopefully they do. Edmonton, they did not touch the trophy. No, they did. They did. Where's the trophy? Who's got it? Hold on. This is a conspiracy. Kasperi Kapanen touched it. Oh, that monster. He touched it. Florida's going to win the Stanley Cup now. Oh, my. Well, time for our song of the night. It is by Ed Sheeran, and it's a new song of his called Azizam.
I wanna be nowhere but here with you now. I wanna be one in this
ocean and drown. I wanna be careless and free. I wanna live here in the moment we found. I wanna be all that you see. But tomorrow can wait. Losing time in this place till the sun is awake. Beat like a magnet on me. I don't care what they say. We can do it our way. And if love's just a game, then come and play. Aziza, meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza. Meet me on the floor tonight. Show me how to move like the water. In between the dancing lights. Be mine, Aziza.
Woo! With Azizam, that was Ed Sheeran. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, somebody could win up to $1 million. Over that, actually. Be right back in 30 seconds.
I'm so excited. I'm going to get creamed.
Let Maxima come in your face. Don't be so long.
The closer you shave, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated Noxema.
Let Maxima come in your face. Don't be so don't.
You've got a great pair of hands.
Welcome back, everybody. It is now time for our final part of this gigantic Thursday. Well, we are here with Peep. Welcome to the show, Peep.
Thank you, Ronnie. So glad to be here tonight.
Are you ready to potentially win up to $1 million?
Yes.
Well, over that, actually.
Either way, yes.
Good. Okay, well, here's how you're going to do it. We're going to be playing tic-tac-toe. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. We got to pull up the game first. So, there's 9 boxes up there on the board. Each of them are going to have something behind it, obviously. We have money amounts up there ranging from $100 to $500 up there. We also have a tick and a tack. And if you hit that, you automatically win the DAL. However, there's a dragon. And if you land on that, you lose all of your winnings you've won up to that point. Now, what's going to happen is that they're all going to be randomized, and you have to get up to $1,000, because if you do, we'll double whatever you have after, that, obviously. If you land on 1,000 again, then we'll give you a car, which tonight is a Porsche Macan. And if you're able to do it 3 times, beat the dragon, 3 times, then you're going to win the Porsche Macan plus $1 million in cash for a grand total of $1,069,710. There we go. So are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, here we go. All right, what's your first number?
A 7.
Ooh, there's a tick. If you hit the tack, we'll double it. So you're going to double your total twice if you pick a tack here. What's your next selection?
Number 3.
Ooh, $400. So that part of it is gone, but you can still double your money. You want to keep the 400 or you want to keep playing?
Keep playing.
All right, what's your next choice?
Number 1.
Oh, 300. Okay. Now, there's not another 300 card up there, so you have to get 500 or tack in order to win round 1. So, you want to keep playing?
Yes.
All right, what's your next number?
A 4.
Ooh, okay. So, I believe as long as you don't hit the $150 card, anything will get you a win besides the dragon.
Number 9.
Okay. Oh, the dragon. I am so sorry, Peep.
That's okay.
Well, let's see the rest of the board. Oh, shoot. The tack was behind number 5, so Yeah, I am so sorry, Peep.
That's okay.
But we will give you $100 for each pick you did have, so that's $500. Plus, we'll give you a Hanacure skinwear set. So in total, $649. That's not too shabby, right?
No, not at all.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Pete.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well. Kasperi Kapanen touched the trophy, so you better hope to God. Oh, so did Connor McDavid. He picked it up. Oh, my God. The Florida Panthers are going to win the Stanley Cup. All the Edmonton players got their hands on it. Sure, they didn't pick it up and take it with them, but that doesn't matter. Oh, my goodness. Well, what can you say, except congratulations to Edmonton. Boy, second straight year of Florida and Edmonton, you know. I wonder how many times this has happened in NHL history where we've had back-to-back Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, we had it with Detroit and Pittsburgh back during 08 and 09. Let's see, I'm trying to think. None of the, well, when the Red Wings repeated in 97-98, they played two different teams. Oh, the Islanders and the Oilers, 83-84. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Who won? Let's see. Who did Edmonton beat in 88 to win the Stanley Cup? Because I know they played the Flyers in 88. Or in 87, excuse me. Cup Finals. Boston. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they had the blackout. Duh. Yeah, so I think... I'm sure in the 70s somewhere, somebody... Because I know Philly won it twice in a row. They beat Buffalo in 75. Who did they beat in 74? I'm sure Montreal, some of their cup wins, they had to be some of the same teams too. I don't know, but that'll be a research thing that I will be looking up here. We still have about a minute left before we go off the air, but I just like to say, I wonder if the Stanley Cup Finals match or dates are going to get moved up by maybe like a day or two, just because, you know, we've got... It'd be pointless to, you know, because I think the last couple of years it started on the first Saturday in June, well, or like the second Saturday, but if that's the case, then it'll start June 7th, but I don't know, there's so much time in between, I don't know if they're really going to want to do that or not, but, yeah, because you probably start it next Wednesday, quite honestly, but... I'm not going to be the one who judges that, obviously. So, yeah. Well, thank you all so much for watching us here tonight. Stay tuned. Coming up, your local news, the RVN News at Night, and RVN Late Night over most of these RVN stations, except for on the West Coast. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all Saturday night for Game 6 of Indiana at the New York Knicks. Good night.